A stuttering monologue. A broken symphony played by an orchestra of your families. I told you so. Your life story is just a copyrighted love song written on sandpaper napkins that people walk past, appreciate its originality, admire its uniqueness, abuse its humor but never actually value. Peer pressure. Influence from members from one's peer group. You say you're fine with it. You're perfectly content with your accomplishments. You're proud of the ballad in which you live, in a perfect loop, repeating all over again, despite the discouragement and insults from your peers. But then again, there are angels in heaven with black eyes and broken halos that claim they fell down the stairs. Control. Determine the behavior or supervise the running. You see, the difference between a hero and a coward is their morals, their deepest values. Who do you worship? Although you may not believe in God, you'd like to think that you're a spiritual person. You pray. You may not know exactly what you're praying to, but you still pray. It's human nature to want, to have hope. You pray for forgiveness when you have sinned. Pray for others who may have had a tough time. You pray for all things pure, even if you're not aware of it. But your family, on the other hand, they read their prayers out of a textbook, change religions almost as often as they change their clothes. Their God would have made Eve without a mouth and taught her not to fight, but how to pose in front of a camera. You're influenced by those views, those false religions. You begin to recite those empty prayers to religions that can't ever be seen but is still believed to exist. You pray into a black hole and await your salvation, but you all get is disappointment. You haven't yet learned that you are not defined by other opinions and that you do not need your friends' approval on every second word that comes out of your mouth. Sooner or later, you will realize that those that oppose you are only praying into their own shadow. They are standing in front of mirrors, worshipping their own reflections. Pick up that textbook and learn that looking up to people who are so self-obsessed that they don't think twice on spitting on the goals of those with real talent and hope will get you nowhere but down to their level. Attachment. Strong affection, fondness, or sympathy of someone or something. To find yourself in the absence of the morals that define you is almost as hard as the brick wall, conveniently placed between imagination and reality, preventing you from reaching your goals. To conjure up to your own by aspirations without the influence of those around you can see almost impossible. But once you find the strength to make a decision without somebody else looking over your shoulder, you'll discover the feeling of freedom. Guaranteed, guaranteed, guaranteed.